think it was a 6-point game with about 3 minutes to go, and then I'm not sure the Blazers scored another field goal. What was going on for you guys during that stretch?
I thought we did a much better job with our discipline pressure. We had a few times, more than a few times, in the first three quarters, specifically the first half, where just game plan execution stuff. You're trying to do this, and then typically if you take something away in this league, you still have a counter to it, and just weren't participating in our own survival enough in that sense. And we really, really picked it up. Luke picked it up defensively tremendously, and then a variety of guys on the perimeter made it tough for Avji as he got going. And we got dipped a couple times. He had some walk-up threes. That was the only thing I was probably pretty frustrated with at times in the second half, because we were guarding him well, and we didn't need to keep backing up. We had help behind us. But regardless, a really good response and a way to close the game.
I think these NBA Cup games are good for your group, especially that you guys are playing for something. I think if you win, whatever day that is, Friday, you go to the knockout rounds. Like, does that give you guys something?
I'm sure it does. The guys get excited about it, and I'm not trying to even downplay. Everything helps this group. Yeah. We're so early in terms of the journey and trying to grow together, get healthy together, learn each other. Dylan Harper played his first game in 10 games. We played Lenny Waters some, and he helped us out tonight, and he hadn't played in a while. Cardi Bryant had an extended stretch in the first half. Keldon Johnson somehow keeps us afloat in the first half with 1 billion rebounds and doesn't finish the game. It's just we're kind of some of this stuff figuring out on the fly, and that's tough for players and teams that haven't been together. So the guys get a ton of credit for that.
Dylan, was he about what you expected after the 10-day layoff?
Yeah, 10-game layoff. 10 days, yeah. I wish it was 10 days, yeah. He was great. I thought he was great. He's trying to get his fitness level back to where it was. He's played 5 or 6 games, whatever it's been. He's going to be fantastic. His approach is great. We just got to keep getting in shape and get his reps back.
I know you guys brought in Fox. The idea is to pair him with Wemby, like they play together. That hasn't happened a whole lot so far. But just how could you speak to the luxury of having a guy like that to fill up the basket when Victor's out?
He's as dynamic as any guard in the league. He's getting in shape. I think we've done a better job in his sub patterns to let him run hot when he needs to run hot, get him out, and then get him back. And I think he's done a great job of getting his teammates involved, and then also knowing when it's time to leave his imprints on the game with the basketball in his hands. I think he's picked it up defensively in terms of just being disruptive as well. And he's been an all-star in this league, and he's been in the league. He's been in the playoffs. He's seen a lot. He's lost more than he's wanted to as well. And our guys look to him, and so we're excited to get our team healthy. But, yeah, it's nice to just see him in his Spurs jersey hitting his stride a little bit, even though he hasn't been here much.
And the last one for me, what do you think of Devin tonight all around?
That's the activity we need. We need 6 rebounds from him. We need him flying around. We need him getting to the free throw line and shooting the shots when he gets there. But that defensive activity and being able to take on guys, that's the Devin Vassell that we need.
With Dylan coming back, how did you feel like he played tonight?
I thought he was great. We needed all 18 minutes or 16 and a half minutes of his, and it's just good to see him back on the court. It's the kid's 6th game. He's been out for almost a month. He was great.
And you talked about his fitness level. Obviously, are you guys kind of ramping him back up and bringing him off the bench? Was that part of the process of that?
Yeah, I mean, he was fried in 16 minutes, so I think, yes, that's a part of the process.
Okay. I guess we should ask, he came out of it okay,
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah. No, it was fatigue, and we finished with the group we finished with. There was nothing else behind that.
I think it was maybe only a possession there. Would you like to see him and De'Aaron together a little bit going forward?
Yes. We'll see a lot of these guys together. We got to just get them healthy. But, yeah, De'Aaron, Dylan, Steph, Wall play together, in case people want to know that.